Damn, it ended abruptly. I'm not used to it ending it like that. I don't remember. Why does it go to black? Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Michael Askew. Hello, Friendo, Mike the Musical Vegan. I also saw Bianca, Pig's Dream, and The Real Thing here before. Hello, everybody. On and off. Hello. Hi. We're not doing logics today. I'm not in the mood. I'm not sleeping. I'm sleeping, but it doesn't matter that I'm sleeping. Just I'm wiped, anyways. So I don't know if I can be logical in this time of need for sleep. And I just didn't feel like it. I really tried to make myself do the logic stuff. Guys. Once in a while, taking a break is a good thing anyways. So how is everybody doing before we start? It's good to mix it up. I agree. It's going to take us ages to finish that book anyways, so might as well take a break once in a while. Logical is a social construct. You and Michael should talk more. You both love puns. How is everybody doing? Carrie is not working today. Hooray! Indeed. It's nice. You still have to get up at 2 in the morning, don't you? It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know how you do it. I'm crying, just thinking about it. That vegan teacher made you mod. Holy shit. You better put you on your big person pants on, Carrie. That's a lot of responsibility, it sounds like. Yeah, you're up anyway. At 2 in the morning, you walk your dogs, Carrie. Oh, God. Bloody heart, Michael says. Ventricular tachycardia. That sucks, mate. All right, let's not waste any more time. This is probably going to be short. Seriously, incredibly not in the mood. It's hard to describe how much I had to really make myself come here today. But now that you are here, I actually kind of feel better. So, guys, this fucking thing, right? I have the entire report open here, but it's 120 pages. I don't know if maybe we should do this instead of the logic lessons. But we are gonna at least read this article about it, and I can put the report in the chat if I can get my cursor to work there. There we go. So you can download it here, guys. The entire report. It came out 2 days ago, so that's amazing. Right. Meat industry using misinformation to block dietary change, report finds. Shocking, isn't it? I'm so shocked. Oh. Meat and dairy groups have funded, hold on, let's make it a little bigger. Meat and dairy groups have funded adverts that cast vegan products as unhealthy and natural and ultra-processed. I wonder why they do that. There's absolutely no reason. Right, the agriculture sector has spent millions of dollars on discrediting plant-based diets. a new report has claimed. The report published by the customer advocacy organization Freedom Food Alliance on Thursday, 29th of February. This is this report. Found that multinational meat companies and lobby groups were using industry-funded research, public ad campaigns, and educational materials to sway public opinion on meat and dairy. Now, I think all of you guys are watching the Call series. Right now we are going through information. We just started this week. This is kind of scarily adding to the discussion, I think, because they're not calling that, but that's literal propaganda for people to continue buying their product. They're lying for people to continue buying the product. That's shocking. Why would the meat industry do that? But also, I feel like a fucking conspiracy theorist when I talk about it. And then this report comes out, and I'm like, well, how do I put it in words that don't sound conspiratorial? Hello, Leon Kustra. How are you doing? We're taking a little bit of a break from logic. So we're doing this. Meat industry using misinformation to block dietary change reports find. Are you shocked, Leon? Are you shocked? Yeah, conspiracy theorists. Well done, Mark. Right. The report published blah, blah, blah. Okay. The disinformation report harvesting denial, distraction, and deception suggests that the industry is sidestepping accountability for its role in greenhouse emissions. Yeah, the guy who wrote the report, where is it, Michael something? Nicholas Carter, this guy. He's plant-based for the environment, right? Now, it's like the turnip and the seed, which came first? What did he become plant-based first? And then started being interested in the environment, or is it the other way around? I found him on social media. I think I might give him a follow and maybe ask him at some point. Yeah. The disinformation report, harvesting denial, distractions, and deception, suggests that the industry is sidestepping accountability for its role in greenhouse emissions by denying, derailing, delaying, and deflecting, so many Ds, meaningful discussion around the sector's key issues. The agriculture industry is using the same tactics as the tobacco and fossil fuel lobbies. Incredible. The report outlines coordinated social media attacks on nutritional science and the portrayal of the industry as targets of anti-meat militancy. I've seen somebody, I've seen it today. I bookmarked it. Somebody called somebody else an anti-meat advocate or an anti-meat something, don't remember. And I was like, where did that come from? Now I know. Livestock accounts for more than 14% of all global emissions. Now, guys, I'm vegan for the animals, right? But I was interested in environment before I went vegan, separately, regardless of the one didn't influence the other. But I was since I was about 21 or 22 interested in the environmental aspects of our consumption. And so, this is going through the environmental stuff, not the vegan stuff, but it's okay. It's important to know. Anyways, like the result is as such anyways, right? Meat lobbies are lying to their customers to keep them buying more meat and dairy and all that shit. So livestock accounts for more than 14% of all global emissions, with meat making up nearly 60% of all greenhouse gases from food production. Now, by meat, what do they mean? Do they mean all meat? Or do they mean specifically cow meat? This is The Guardian. I was hoping you would loop back into the report. Oh, well, it is about the report. Oh, 2 years old. This is incredibly useful. They put 2 years old up there. All right, it's good. Right, maybe we'll read that later as well. Right, experts say that major cuts of meat and dairy consumptions, particularly the wealthy nations, are essential to meet international climate goals. Animal agriculture giants are waging a disinformation war, treating public health and the planet, said Nicholas Carter, the report's lead researcher. We call for robust legislation, some of those words are gonna be hard on me, and to greenwashing and strict accountability for these major polluters. That's it, isn't it? It's so the doubt. You have 2 reports. One of them says, 2 pieces of information, right? One of them says, all that shit, all those animals we grow are not good for the environment. It's fucking killing us, right? Fucking killing the environment. And then you have a report that says, no, it doesn't. And how is the normal Joe supposed to know which one is right? No idea, right? So the doubt. Misleading ads. The report pointed to widespread advertising campaigns that downplay the impact of the animal agriculture industry. GBS, where have I heard that? GBS. It's the largest meat supplier. Okay, according to Bloomberg. Jesus. Second largest food company according to JBS's website. Jesus, company produces all of those bodies. Jesus, right. So, GBS, the world's largest meat conglomerate, widely advertised its pledge to reach net zero by 2040. Maybe by going plant-based. I don't know what they mean by that. Or do they mean like the report is going to show that they're net zero? They're going to just issue a report that shows net zero for some reason. Right. Including in full-screen online commercials in the Washington Post. A report by the Institute of Agriculture and Trade Policy, a non-profit advocacy organization, claimed the Brazilian company's targets of meet around 90% of all their emissions, including those from deforestation to create pasture and feed the livestock. Oh yeah, those are the guys. In a response, GBS said that the report used flawed methodology and grossly extrapolated data to make misleading claims. That's it. That's what I was talking about. Do they just buy enough carbon credits to make themselves net zero? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they are like outsourcing their emissions. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a dumbass. I don't understand in these things. Right? Wish I did. The livestock industry is also making an effort to target young people, researchers said. Isn't that just fucking sad? We have no chance. Right? I mean, it's usually much easier to sell an easy lie than it is to sell a complex truth. In the US and Canada, companies are providing free educational materials and supports to schools, while in low dairy consuming countries in Southeast Asia, they're fucking all lactose intolerant there. The Undeniably Dairy campaign is partnering with influencers on TikTok. Jesus Christ. In January, Desmog revealed, Desmog is the site that published the report. What is Kerry saying? It's well documented that the most carbon credit programs are scams. How does that work, Kerry? Like they say they won't bulldoze an area, get the credit, then 2 years later bulldoze it anyways. I got it. So it's like moving target all the time. But why do they keep how do they keep the credits though, if it's a moving target? Those things should be solved, seriously. We're drowning in misinformation and bullshit. It's profit driven, so it's dishonest like everything else. Maybe I'm not in the mood for this either today. We'll just soldier on, guys. Soldier on. In January, the Smog revealed that the meat-funded government body in the UK, the Agriculture and Horticulture Development Board, really want to check those guys out later. The arm's length body is the UK's Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, DEFRA, classified as a non-departmental public body as some operational control of policy. Okay, so let's see what it says about them. Launched an ad campaign targeting Gen Z during the January, which was expected to reach 9 out of 10 adults in the country. Experts said the promotion was misleading and ignored the global warming impact of UK diets. Jesus Christ. You've got an order to deliver, so all right. See you later, Mike. Such marketing has not only focused on making meat seem climate friendly, but has also worked to demonize plant-based alternatives, the report found. Meat and dairy groups have funded adverts to make vegan products seem unhealthy and natural and ultra-processed. One example is a 5 million commercial in 2020 in the US, in which a child competing in a spelling bee contest has to spell methyl cellulose. Spell the ingredients, so evil because a child can't spell it. It's fucking, oh my god. Why does that shit work? I don't know. Trying to remember if it used to work on me as well. I mean, I used to believe in all kind of bullshit. But would that convince me at the age of 25? Oh, you can't spell it. I don't know. Or at the age of 16? I don't remember. I don't know. Fake bacon and burgers can have dozens of chemical ingredients. That's why we have the stupid meme, don't we? The fucking meme that I can see on Twitter every second fucking post. If you can't spell or pronounce it, maybe you shouldn't be eating it. A voiceover in the ad says methyl cellulose is made from plant-based fibers and is also an ingredient in products like bread and chocolate. It's probably an ingredient in some meat or dairy products once in a while as well, right? It's a binding agent. That's what methyl cellulose is. Like when it heats up, it gets firmer. The advert was produced by cleanfoodfacts.com. Holy shit, there are a lot of things to check out. in this article. Can you spell gross? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. I love it to say it says read more, and then it's like one more, string of words longer, one more sentence longer than it was. Browse ingredients. Let's go. Let's browse ingredients of plant-based food. Artificial flavors. What's the problem? Autolyzed yeast extract. What the fuck is the problem with that? Fucking yeast is gonna change the world. It's gonna fuck. I seriously think, right? I seriously think that yeast should become like much more serious product than it's been so far, because it's basically like very similar to animal cells, and but it doesn't have all the shit, like death. The animal doesn't have to fucking die. It's not sentient. Yeast is not sentient. So it's basically an animal product without the rights violations. So yeast should be like in our lives, because it makes it. I know it makes my life incredibly easy. I don't have to take a multivitamin because I use supplemented nutritional yeast, fortified nutritional yeast. So I think it should be like in everybody's life, and it's fucking delicious as well. I put a teaspoon on my food half an hour ago. Makes everything taste even better. Gross is spelled animal agriculture. Yeah, for sure, Michael. I wonder if methylcellulose is in paper. Cellulose is in paper. Methylcellulose is, I think it's isolated fiber of some kind. Well, let's check it out. If methylcellulose is in paper. Is the methylcellulose in paper? Methylcellulose, a compound derived from cellulose. Oh, it's derived from cellulose, right? So it's more processed, more isolated. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. People who have a problem with that don't know what they're talking about. Well, it's just don't feel like. So it's like more of what is it? Like cellulose. It's not digestible, not toxic, and not an allergen. It's fucking amazing. In addition to culinary uses, it is used in arts and crafts such as paper mache, and is often a main ingredient in wallpaper paste. So it's more of a glue than I think the paper itself doesn't need glue. The cellulose binds on its own, right? So what the fuck do I know? Right. Carrageenan, oh my god, scary, it's fucking algae. Jesus fucking Christ. Canola oil is the worst. Fucking seed oils, oh my god. Copper sulfate, look, it's fucking blue. Holy shit. There's lots of blue in this product. That's interesting. It's cool. Corn oil, oh my god, not corn oil. Corn oil is corn syrup solids, oh shit. Too bad Mike went away. He would love all this corn stuff. Cultured dextrose. So dextrose is basically starch, right? It's heated for a prolonged period of time to create dextrose. So cultured is probably fermented starch before doing this. I ferment starch and then make cheese out of it. So amazing. It tastes much better than, regular starch cheese. So, oh my god, how scary is that? Anyways, guys. Oh no, hydrolyzed wheat gluten. Scary. It's hard to say. So, Must be terrible for you. Okay. This was a tangent, guys. Let's continue with this. A site run by the Center for Organization, Research and Education, a network established by veteran industry lobbyist Richard Berman. Ooh. I want to click all the clicks, but I don't know if I want to stay on the air this long. Funding experts. The report finds that the industry's funding of experts and academic institutions helps to greenwash meat and dairy products, thereby blocking the take-up of plant-based alternatives. A separate academic paper published in Climatic Change this week analyzed the role of industry-funded academia in obstructing unfavorable policies and influencing climate change policy and discourse. Guys, fuck. Jesus Christ, what are we gonna do? This makes me feel hopeless. It's probably lack of sleep, but still. Jesus. Both reports point to the Charity and Leadership of Environmental Awareness and Research, CLEAR. I love the little abbreviations. CORE, CLEAR. So wholesome. And then you find the monster inside. Center at University of California in the US, which was funded by a $2.9 million grant from IFIDA. The non-profit arm of the livestock industry group. U.S. members of IFID include meat giants Cargill and Tyson, and as well as a subsidiary of JBS. Frank Mitlona. How do you say that name? Lona is the best I can do. The center's director has previously pushed the widely contested idea that meat and dairy can be climate neutral, and it's basically it's a fucking fairy tale at this point, right? Like I'm always wondering, do these people actually convince themselves in the end that they can do it, or just pushing the problem 10 years into the future and just hoping to, bullshit the way out of it, right? I don't know. God. So, has previously pushed the widely contested idea that meat and dairy can be climate neutral and defended the industry in multiple public forums. Between 2002 and 2021, Mitlona, I'll continue to say it that way unless somebody phonetically explains to me how this name is spelled, and the CLEAR Center received close to 12.5 million in funding from industry groups, including the National Cattlemen's Beef Association and the National Pork Board. It's incredible, isn't it? Incredible how they spend the money just on bullshitting. It's fucking amazing. Like, if your product was, does every product needs to have, pay so much money just to make it acceptable? I don't know, guys, what do you say? Amazing. The report states that the CLEAR Center has not only conducted research supporting current animal agriculture practices, it has also actively undermined research presenting unfavorable fundings to the industry. In 2019, the Institute coordinated efforts to discredit the Eat Lancet report, a landmark study from 36 nutrition, environmental, and farming experts, which recommended halving the meat and dairy production. The CLEAR Center led the hashtag Yes to Meat social media campaign, which according to the Lancet resulted in the wide distribution of critical and at times defamatory articles on alternative media platforms. Shit. Influencing opinion. So I'm gonna talk about TikTokers. For meat and dairy PR campaigns pro-meat and dairy PR campaigns appear to be working. Last year, a survey revealed that over 40% of the US public believe that beef is better for the environment than plant-based alternatives, while only 34% believe the opposite is true. That statistic is fucking incredible, isn't it? It's fucking incredible how much bullshit need to be layered for that to happen. That's incredible. What do you say, guys? What do you say? How do we fight this shit? How do we fight this? In reality, plant-based substitutes have, on average, around half of the climate impact of meat options. Freedom, well, that sentence rings weird to me. Sorry. I can't turn off my bullshit radar. I don't know if it is or it isn't. So, in the first sentence, it said that public belief that beef is better for the environment than plant-based alternative. In reality, plant-based substitutes, which is the same as plant-based alternative, let's assume that, have on average around half the climate impact of meat options. So that could include all meats and not just beef. Beef is the worst one, isn't it? Is it not? Let's see if... Oh, finally, a fucking actual study. No, let's see if... There we go. The modern food system characterized with high environment... Sorry, I'm gonna make it bigger for you to be able to see. Food system is characterized with high environmental impact, which is in many cases associated with increased rates of animal production and overconsumption. The adoption of alternatives, to meat proteins, insects, plants, mycoprotein, microalgae, cultured meats, etc., might potentially influence the environmental impact and human health the adoption of alternatives to meat proteins. Well, how is insects an alternative to meat? I mean, cultured meats are also not an alternative to meat. It's fucking meat. So, I'm sorry, I can't turn it off. Go to cheaper, worse in emissions. Well, maybe, I think regionally, isn't it, Leon? I think it's because they are pasture-raised on a greater scale, isn't it? I'm not sure. It has to be less than half. I don't know if it has to be less than half. I mean, this report includes all kinds of stuff. It includes insects. I'm glad it includes cultured meat, because supposedly cultured meat is not as environmentally friendly right now as just vegan stuff, plants, vegan stuff, plants. Right, but I'm glad they included that in. But there's nuance here. That's what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, I haven't researched it myself. I say it's in a diagram. Yeah, you fell for vegan propaganda, Leon. Yeah, I think it's because I think it's regional. I think it's like Britain and some other places in Europe, and it's because those animals are not cafoed as much as cows. I think that's the thing. Because no matter what the carnivore bros say, when it comes to the environment, CAFOs are less impactful, are better, meaning better for the environment, with all the unfortunate rights violations that are going on there. Right? If you're not a welfarist, but if you're like environmentalist reducitarian, it would be probably better for you to go for CAFOs. Still fucking immoral though, so there's that. Right. So all of those adoption of alternative meat proteins might potentially influence the environmental impact and human health in a positive or negative way, but could also trigger indirect impacts with higher consumption rates. Current review provides a condensed analysis on potential environmental impact, resources consumption rates, and unintended trade-offs associated with integration of alternative proteins in complex global food systems. In the form of meat substitutes. We focus on emissions of greenhouse gases, land use, non-renewable energy, and use and water footprint highlighted for both ingredients used to meat substitutes and ready products. The benefit of limitation of meat substitution are highlighted in relation to a weight and protein content. The analysis, that's good. That's good that they That's good that they're doing both weight and protein. That's important. The analysis of the recent research literature allows us to define issues that require attention to future studies. I'm definitely reading this later. And guys, if you want this, there you go. I'm going to pop it in the chat because this looks interesting. And hour later, the link appears. Very good. But let's continue this. It doesn't seem to say that directly, does it? So it should allow us to define it. It doesn't say this directly, so I think it's hidden somewhere, this claim, that plant-based substitutes have, on average, you know what, I can't let it go. I have to find it now. Because they're talking about the plant-based substitutes. Do they actually, compare it to actual beef, chicken, pork, all that stuff? It's killing me. Shit. It's probably really hard to watch me jump around here and there, just talking I have a aluminum hat on my head. What is that? What is that? Legumes, so insects. Oh, it seems like they're only comparing... Oh, there we go, beef. There you go. Can you see that, guys? It's hard to see. So yeah, they compare legumes, protein, cereals protein, nuts for protein for some reason. Interesting. Insects protein, microalgae, microbial, I don't know what that is, and they compare it to beef, cell-based. Okay. Water footprint and non-renewable energy. Yeah, so beef jumps up here and there. Not always, though. What is microbial? Does that mean mycelium? I don't know. Anyways, I'm a dumbass. Let's read it later. Let's just continue with this. Freedom Food Alliance advocates for a multi-pronged approach to tackle misinformation campaigns that obstruct effort to reduce emissions from animal agriculture. Major changes in law, education, and academic institutions could strengthen media and scientific literacy and promote transparency around emissions. More specifically, the report calls for academic institutions to divest from animal agriculture research money and to disclose conflicts of interest. Well, they have to do it anyways, don't they? Disclose conflicts of interest. Governments must also explore new legislation to tackle greenwashing. The report advises, such as banning misleading climate-neutral claims. Technology can also help develop systems for identifying and flagging disinformation and to amplify credible peer-reviewed research. You know, this reminds me of who's never mind. I don't remember the details, but yeah, some of those things they need to be fact checked. Problem is that people don't trust fact checkers because fact checkers talk about complex shit, and people who spew bullshit say very simple shit that's easy to understand. I think that's where the problem is, right? Right? It's like flat earthers. Flat earthers look at the coastal line and say, it looks fucking flat, doesn't it? And that's it. When it's actually like much more, I don't know, like, yeah, but Brandolini's law, exactly, Carrie. Leon, sorry. It is. The Brandolini's law is on the side of the bullshitters. It's actually been like, I don't know, I've been failing, I think, but I've been trying to put things that I talk about in simple, relatively simple terms. It's fucking impossible sometimes, isn't it? I don't know. We must engage in a collective effort to demand transparency, regulation, and transformation. And transformational yet just changes away from the animal agriculture industry, Carter concludes. It is crucial that we take action to address this misinformation and its potentially devastating consequences on our environment, health, and food security. Again, not mention the fucking animals. It always annoys me so much. We can talk about fringe fucking shit, but we will never mention the fucking animals that are raised for food here. Well, that should be the fucking main reason, isn't it? Seems to me. Since, most people can't even answer the question, what the fuck is the morally relevant difference between an animal and a human that makes you so fucking comfortable with the murder of the animal? Right. What do you say, guys? Should we delve into the report itself a little bit? Where is it? There we go. Disclaimer. What's interesting to you? Yes, please. What does seem interesting? Brandolini's law. Leon. It's like you knew. Well, I mean, everybody knows. It's the easiest fucking thing. Just chuck some bullshit at the wall. Put it in simple words and people fall over it. They'll recycle it. How's that? Like, the every animal speech that was just said by somebody at some point, like, it pertains to, no, I forgot what I wanted to say. Like the crop devs one. Sorry, I've been spiking the sound for some reason is spiking. Anyways, easier to recycle, like to regurgitate something that sounds simple, isn't it? Like, it's much harder to have like a nuanced sounds that every word has a weight in it. Much easier to say, these guys are nuts. So that's it. It's gone. Well, Pig's Dream. Michael, what would you... Hey, Borneo, what's up? Murder applies, sleep bomb. Yeah. It's February, isn't it? Well, it's March already, but it's still dangerous weather that is dangerous to lips. You finally caught up. I was over 10 minutes behind. Oh, on half speed. Thankfully, Bianca, I speak so slowly that it's possible. So, guys, what would you like to look into? Here's the entire thing. Maybe we just go into introduction. We just read the introduction. How about that? Disinformation strategies. This is actually interesting. Seriously, how bad would it be if we did it as well? Like, if we read this, just started applying them, just started saying simple, giving simple contact, concepts in a way that is digestible to people, and but they're biased the other way, aren't they? It wouldn't work. And also would be dishonest and terrible. VPM. It's supposed to be all about ethics. The fuck? Right. Disinformation tactics. No, I don't want to be dishonest. I'm just looking for a new strategy. That's all, Carrie. Of course not. I don't want to be dishonest. I don't want to be anything. I just want to live my life, but I can't, can I? Feel responsible. Disinformation tactics employed by the animal agriculture industry, including companies, lobbyists, trade groups, and influencers, hinder positive transformational changes. There is a multi-million-dollar effort by industry and their allies to slow down the shift from animal sources foods to plant-based ones, despite growing scientific consensus highlighting the environmental and public health imperatives and the fucking animals. Jesus Christ. How hard it is to say. Just add them at the end. Just to have them there, right? Because it's important. They're all fucking sentient individuals involved in this shit. It really annoys me. Really fucking annoys me. Every single time. Nobody talks about the animals. It's really annoying. Sorry. I'll continue. While some strategies follow those used in other major industries like oil and gas, plastics, tobaccos, etc., there are also some unique food-specific tactics. This analysis focuses on key strategies, including tactics of deny, derail, delay, deflect, and distract. Meaningful discussion on the key issues, as well as methods that generally are intended to confuse and create doubt in the mind of the policymakers and the general public. It is common for the general public doesn't... How hard can it be? They already want to eat that shit. Like, how hard would it be to sway them to continue eating that shit? Just nothing. You just say, vegan. That works. Or, bacon. That works. Can you imagine if one day we trace bacon back into the industry? That in 1969 or something, the industry released bacon meme. And it's been haunting vegans ever since. Anyways. It is common for the animal agriculture industry to challenge the necessity to shift the plant-based food system, question causation, dispute the messenger, and contest suggested pro-plant-based policies. Lastly, in this section of the report, the industry's tendency to portray itself as a victim is explored before going into examples that outline these overall strategies. Despite a long history of industry using these tactics, scientists and the general public are still ill-equipped and ill-prepared to deal with misinformation. Maybe that's what we should do. I've been wanting for a while, listen guys, I have so many ideas, but zero motivation to implement any of them. But I was thinking, maybe some of us should step back and stop talking about veganism, and let's be frank, an incredibly complex thing to explain, and start just educating the public in the ways to sift between bullshit and truth, right? And in the complex arguments of ethics altogether, right? I am lucky because my job is actually entails talking about ethics, or considering ethics of things. But, I, of course, still fall for shit because I just don't have the tools to discern between... I don't necessarily have the tools to discern between well-crafted bullshit and the truth, right? I constantly notice that, like, when I have two pieces of information in front of me, I can't necessarily discern which one is true. Animals are not things. Did I say things in order like us? Sorry if I did. I didn't mean to do that. Nobody does. That's why they do it, yeah. Well, maybe, we've been talking about really complex things. Maybe we should, some of us at least, should start talking about simple things. This is how you separate between misleading information and true information. This is how you notice that something is bullshit. Why? I don't know. Not like guys, did I say that animals are things? Let me know. Right. Misinformation and disinformation. Examples. Several significant cases of misinformation and disinformation originating from the animal agriculture sector are highlighted. These include the coordinated disruption of an Eat Lancet Commission report with the Yes to Meat campaign. I suggested some of us should focus on how to keep people vegan long term. I'm so tired of ex-vegan videos. I haven't seen any in a while. I'm actually working on a script of, apologizing for being an ex-meat eater. It's not going to be a serious video. But, I haven't seen it in a while. And then, yeah. I know what you mean, though. Keeping people vegan. I don't know. I think Michelle Lowe said once that some people are just too stupid to stay vegan. I don't know if I believe that. I think people just fall down the wrong holes and not as committed to truth seeking as others. I thought you discuss ethical treatment of animals at your work. I do sometimes, yes. But no, that's not what I meant. I do sometimes. I work in clinical trials. So clinical implies it means that it's research in humans. Right, so that's what I'm a study coordinator. So I facilitate between the research lab and whichever human subjects or human subjects secretions they need. I'm saying secretions. That's not what I mean. Usually blood, right? Usually blood. Sometimes spit. Sometimes sometimes tissue. But some of the researchers. Separately from my work, also do animal testing, and almost all of them believe in it. They believe that it's the right thing to do, and none of them can answer the question: what is the morally relevant difference that allows these sentient beings to be killed for our benefit. And I keep giving them they're saying it's like they don't say it like that. They say it's blah, 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 something. It's you can't have research these days without animal studies. You can't get drugs without it, blah, blah, blah. And say, it would be incredibly useful, right? It's useful, doesn't mean it's moral. What would be incredibly useful is to have human subjects, right? And after that, I dropped a question on them. So what is the morally relevant difference? Why do you think it's like moral to do this to animals? What the fuck? So some of them are incredibly religious, and they, drop God in there. Others bite the bullet and say, well, they don't experiment on humans the way they experiment on animals because because it's illegal. Oh God. Yeah. So, but none of them can give me an example of it actually being moral. I mean, the example of a trait. But usually, I discuss ethics when it's pertaining to people, not when it's pertaining to animals, because I don't deal with. It's all around me. Like, don't get me wrong. I sit in a lab. Well, it just happens to be that the two labs I sit in, I have 2 offices in 2 labs. Both of them on the premises don't have animal models. They just do them elsewhere, right? It's ridiculous. So I'm surrounded by it, but I don't usually deal with, for my job, I don't deal with ethics surrounding animals. I deal with ethics surrounding humans, which is an important thing. Sometimes there are dilemmas around that, especially in this latest 2 projects that I have. One of them is pancreatic cancer, and sometimes people are too far about to die to be approached and asked to participate in a study, right? And another project is Alzheimer's disease. And also, at some point, they can't have an can't consent to, at some point, right? They can't consent to participating in a study anymore. We catch them before that, so they can still have enough faculties to be able to consent. But yeah, it needs rethinking. Like it needs scrutinizing the ethics of it. Right, guys, stop me next time. I can talk for hours without, getting to a point. Right, yeah, utilitarians, nerds like us. I have a video on that, actually. I have a video explaining all this shit. Why researchers are abolitionists. They're not abolitionists, but the welfare, yeah, they are. I think they are. I think it's, I have to watch that video again because it was well defined. But they are abolitionists when it comes to human rights. They are rights-based. They're not abolitionists, they're rights-based. And they are welfareists when it comes to animals, animal models. So the disparity there is incredibly weird to look at. Okay, this includes the coordinated disruption of an illicit commission report with the Yes to Meat campaign, the deployment of online astroturfing. What is astroturfing? What is that? What is astroturfing? A problem beyond disinformation. Coordinated inauthentic behaviors online are becoming a more serious problem throughout the world. One common type of manipulative behavior is astroturfing. It happens when an entity artificially creates an impression of widespread support for a product, policy, or concept when in reality only limited support exists. Online astroturfing is often considered to be just like any other coordinated inauthentic behavior, with considerable discussion focusing on how it aggravates the spread of fake news and disinformation. This paper shows blah. Okay, now I know what astroturfing is. Fake grass astroturfing. Okay, funny. There was an article by Pax Fauna that suggests all welfarists are abolitionists. I'll have to watch. Pax Fauna. Can you find that, Carrie? Can you send it to me? I'll put in my email. I really want to read that shit because it sounds weird. Okay, gmail.com. I think that's it. Well, replace the parentheses with, challenges to the plant-based industry linked to the beef chuck-off program, the manipulation of the classification and the fear-mongering campaign about plant-based foods as ultra-processed foods, the exploitation of the topic of food security in industry-funded reports to rationalize meat consumption in affluent nations, and the frequent methods used by the animal agriculture industry to downplay its environmental impact. The report delves into efforts to hide such impacts through greenwashing, offsets, and by financial backing of academics, media, and experts who act as spokespeople for the industry. Yeah. Some of them are, but most definitely are not. Yeah, I see. Sometimes I just juxtapose those two sides, but they could be compatible, couldn't they? You could get to a vegan position through welfarism somehow, couldn't you? You could, I think. Right, help me out. Maybe we should poll vegans like 4 times a year and ask if they have any issues or need help. Yeah, if they think what could be better, etc. Carrie, yeah. It's a good idea. But the problem, Bianca, that all the systems are in place. Like Challenge 22 Plus, Veganuary. Those are companies that basically can give nutritional advice. You have things like plant-based news that deal with news of plants. Joking. I'm losing my ability to speak slowly but surely. We're gonna finish soon, guys. I can feel it. Once I start talking like this, it's all over for the day. There are vegans arguing we should promote welfare to make the price go up, eventually leading to abolition. Could happen. I don't know if it would, though. I think it's more likely that there's going to be a pretense of welfare, as there is already. So, but I know of organizations, of vegan organizations with animal rights in mind, but they fight welfare, proposed welfare acts anyways, just to get us, closer. So I don't know, Leon. I don't know if the price can go up at this point. I think, they're just gonna keep the price or make the price go up a little bit. Just lie to the public that they increase their welfare. That's it. That's how they do it now, isn't it? Everybody thinks they're buying a high welfare animal food. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I would propose as a vegan. I think they're misguided, but I admit they're both abolitionists and welfarists. Yeah, I mean, well, they are temporarily advocating for welfarism with the intent of abolition. So I would argue they are full abolitionists. They're just proposing a strategy that includes welfare. I don't know if there is a way back there, frankly. I don't know if there is a way back from CAFOS. The system is too much in place already. I mean, in a couple of 100 years, like if something terrible happens to the cultivated animal products industry, which frankly I think it would save animals much easier, much faster than veganism. I'm not afraid to admit it. I think where veganism fails, cultivated animal products will free the animal. I see it as a better path to free the most animals than veganism. I'm still advocating for veganism, of course. I think people should let go of not just the practices, but like the thought processes that go on in their heads when it comes to animals. But if for some reason the cultivated animal product industries fail, then in a couple of 100 years, maybe, Leon. I don't even remember where I was going with that. I think they're misguided, but I admit they're both abolitionists and welfarists. So maybe in a couple of 100 years, all you have is like high welfare farms with cameras that go on YouTube, like to show that the animals are okay, except for the one bad day, whatever. And only the richest people could afford it. But I really hope that the cultivated stuff doesn't fail. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope that cultured meat will become a reality, an accepted reality, and it will become highly affordable and widespread as fast as possible. It's already happening, so I'm hoping it continues. Just Google the article; it was worth the read. Pax Fauna, Welfarism versus Abolitionism. I think I might have read it, Carrie. When I was still functioning, I might have read it. Pax Fauna. It's obsolete. Yeah, I think I was linked this thing. I think I haven't read it though. Yeah, but I remember something. Or I have skimmed it maybe. I will. Is that it? Is this the thing? You're not sure you believe anything is better than nothing. Thank you. I appreciate you, Carrie. Yeah, I might have read it. Might have. Right, let's continue a little bit longer on the report. Solutions. Ooh. I'm liking how summarized this thing is. Really appreciate it. Look at those pretty, those AI generated? I think I lost the ability to know if cows are real or AI generated. I've been AI generating cows for so many years. Anyways, they're cuties. It doesn't matter. Even if they are AI generated, they are... the image was stolen from actual animals, so that's okay. Utilizing AI. Okay. The report concludes with an exploration of potential and current solutions that underscores a multifaceted approach to address the disinformation challenges at hand. Utilizing AI and satellite tracking for monitoring environmental impacts emerges as a promising avenue. Risk analysis, rooted in the well-studied economics concept of externalities, is identified as a catalyst for fostering change. The imperative of holding companies responsible and regulating corporate climate and animal agriculture transition plans is emphasized along with impactful role of non-governmental campaigns led by environmental organizations they lost the trust of the public due to this misinformation. So first, this won't work because nobody trusts environmental organizations anymore. I think vegans suffer the same fate. We're not trusted anymore. All kinds of stuff. I don't know why. To enhance the ability to keep major industry spokespeople and companies accountable, a comprehensive meat representative database would help with some. That's interesting. I think that's something that like a well-dedicated person can do. Just create a meat apologist site with all the bullshit that they spew, right? That could be interesting. I have actually a video in the works. Listen, when I'll go back to writing actual videos, well-researched videos and shit, there's a guy that's been putting out so much research about cows. I've used a bunch of his research in my videos, and all of it is unapologetically claiming, animals are sentient. Let's find a better way to exploit them, right? He mostly deals with cows. It's really strange because sometimes his dissertation felt like he has a lot of sympathy for those animals. But he keeps boasting the industry through his research. Because some of his research is then touted as as a justification for a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I don't know. It will take me like a year to make that video. It would be interesting to talk to this guy. Neville Barkley, I think his name is. It's so much research he wrote about cows. Just want to ask him what he actually thinks about cows, right? I think it would be very interesting. Anyways, so that actually seems like something that a dedicated person who's good at searching things online could actually start creating, like a list of researchers, PR people who are working with the meat industry, and organizations as well. It's not necessarily clear when something is released by a beef checkoff, because they don't necessarily call themselves that, right? You have to go online, and within a cursory search, you then find that they are indeed a beef checkoff, but it doesn't say that there, does it? It's like some kind of a different name there, and then you have to go check, and most people don't do that shit. They just take it as gospel, because it allows them to continue to do the shit they do. would help with some efforts already underway. That's good. And lastly, advocating for education on critical analysis and understanding of hierarchy or evidence, yes, is highlighted as an essential step to avoid the successful deployment of disinformation. Yes, there should be an online course in easy language how to discern misinformation or disinformation. There should be, is there an online course? What would help me out with a search term, guys? How to disinformation course. Maybe that will give me something. Managing misinformation. I don't want to manage it. I want a course. Maybe that's what we're going to do next time I don't feel like learning, guys. Disinformation and fake news. Teach out. So there are a bunch of stuff that you can go online, just learn this. There's a course with a lovely lady. Guys, I'm gonna save this. Ooh, oh my god. There's stuff. We can do that next time, guys. Now I lost my space. Where are we? We're here. Yeah. All right. Guys, I think I'm gonna step off. I'm a little tired. My energy is dropping, and my ability to speak is lost. So, any last words, anybody? It's been quiet. Any last words? Okay, no last words. Thank you everybody very much for coming. I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time.